at 6 with a knot in my chest. A rumor of layoffs is putting me to the test. I reached for my phone to check the company mail, expecting an email that told a terrible tale. But I put my hand back and left the screen black. I gave myself 2 minutes to get my mind back. I didn't let the world choose the thoughts in my head. I just focused on the quiet right there in my bed. 120 seconds of intentional calm instead of treating the news like a ticking bomb. The cortisol dropped and my breathing slowed down before I put on my boots and headed to town. 7 tiny habits, a stupidly simple game. I thought they were a joke, a ridiculous claim. But I was tired of the panic and tired of the stress. I'm putting this simple blueprint of a heavy test. I walked in the building and the tension was thick. The silence in the hallway was making me sick. People were whispering out the meeting room door, staring at the shoes on the carpeted floor. I stopped for 5 seconds by the water machine, taking a mental snapshot of the daily routine. Just a taste of the coffee and the cup in my hand, a moment of peace that I could command. I didn't write it down in a leather-bound book. I just gave the present moment a dedicated look. Upgrading the system from water's completely wrong to finding a positive reason to keep standing. Sarah from accounting gave me a terrible glare. I thought she was the one trying to strip my desk bare, but I gave her a compliment, honest and true. You handle that client better than anyone could do. The chemical bonding hormone hit both of our brains, washing away the suspicion and the heavy workplace chains. She dropped a mean look and whispered right in my ear, the boss is in trouble, that's why we're all here. 7 tiny habits, a stupidly simple game. I thought they were a joke, a ridiculous claim. But I was tired of the panic and tired of the stress. I'm putting this simple blueprint to the heavy test. My heart started racing, so I went for a walk. 10 minutes of movement away from the talk. I didn't need a gym or a heavy iron weight, just a lap around the building to manage my fate. My brain logged a win as I came through the glass and saw the CEO walking incredibly fast. He was carrying boxes and shredding the company file. He was emptying the bank accounts the entire while. As the police cars rode up to block our retreat, everyone was staring at their computer screen in the biggest panic that office had seen. But I shut down my laptop and walked out the door. I couldn't handle the noise on the third floor. I took 15 minutes to completely unplug and left the corporate ladder with a heavy shrug. No phone in my hand and no digital text, not caring what crisis was gonna happen next. My nervous system settled in the afternoon air, while the rest of the building was caught in despair. kitchen was quiet and the sky was clear blue. But when darkness arrived and I lay in my bed, the open browser tabs started running in my head. Every bill's to pay worry, an historical mistake was turning into a circus to keep me awake. So I grabbed a yellow pad from the bedside table drawer to dump all the clutter right onto the floor. 5 minutes of writing every task and every fear to get it out of my skull and make my vision clear. My brain let it go, 'cause the paper held the weight, and I fell right asleep at a rapid fire rate. 7 tiny habits, a stupidly simple game. I thought they were a joke, a ridiculous claim. But I'm fixing the engine, I'm changing my fate, and the last little habit is opening the gate. I woke up the next morning with no boss in my way, ready to face a very strange budget-tight day. I stood in front of the mirror to look at my face and spoke the final sentence inside of that space. I am the kind of person who takes care of my happiness, I said. It shifted my identity right inside of my head. Every vote that I cast was for a brand new design, taking back the control of what is strictly mine. Then the landline started ringing with a sharp metal sound. It was Sarah from accounting with the news she had found. She said the client's leaving, that old thieving man, and they want us to build a brand new business plan. We didn't need the corporate suites